श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। வீரொன்னதோப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்னு தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
So we saw already that though a demon, Vibhishana was a good person, and he did not expect anything in return to Sharanagati. So Sharanagati ondrume prabalam. Prabalam is more powerful, or the most powerful. The most powerful aim, or rather most important aim, is only total surrender. Therefore, he came with that idea only. Endru arudiyittu. This is only to convince Sugriva. Rama's words are for convincing Sugriva and his followers, all other monkeys, including Hanuman. Sharanagati ondrume prabalam. He wanted to ascertain and also instruct the monkeys to understand completely Vibhishana. Vibhishana, in his heart of hearts, is a good person. He will not do harm to our side. And in fact, he will help. And Sharanagati ondrume prabalam. So his expectation is nothing but Sharanagati. And therefore, this is the final word of Rama to Sugriva. So Ardhiyit is his final statement. Conclusion that Vibhishana is a good person. Because he is only aiming at Sharanagati and not nothing else. So Maharajarude Acham Thiravenam endru Patharuli. All the apprehensions, doubts, fears faced by Sugriva and others. When we say leader, the leader includes followers also. So all the monkeys are are given what you call Abhayam. Abhayam sarva bhutebhyaha. That is the Charma Shloka word. Therefore, bhutebhyaha is living being. Bhutaha means living being. Sarva bhutebhyaha is living being. All living beings, including monkeys. Not only human beings. When we say living being, we always have in mind the prominence of a human being. So it is not only human being, but also what we call tiryak. Tiryak meaning animals. So namely monkeys. So Maharajarudi Acham Thiravenu. He must be rid of fear. He must be without fear, any apprehension. Endru Parthu Aruli. Parthu Aruli. Meaning Rama analyzes the situation and blesses him. He observed Vibhishana and then only decided. He did not decide it before. Before he incarnated as Rama, that is before he was born as the son of Dasharatha, he did not assess Vibhishana. But after having come to the seashore, the other seashore, where Vibhishana also came, so Vibhishana's personality was adjudged, was correctly judged by Rama, and then only he says this. Without any thinking on that Vibhishana's character, he did not talk. So he always thought twice before talking about Vibhishana. So Toranare, look at the word, friendship. So friendship, Toranare, oh comrade, oh friend. Toranare, in Tamil, it gives you more respect also. Toran, when there is N, letter N in Tamil, it looks like disrespect or a very close friend is called a Toran. Sakha, Sakha we say, Mitram. The word Mitram is normally not to be often used for friend because Mitram is in neutral gender in Sanskrit. So what do you call an inert person, one who is not ready to help is called Mitram, can be said, because he is a docile friend. But this is not the way. So Suhrit must be the good word for friend. Suhrit, a well-wisher. In his heart of hearts for another person is called friend. Suhrit, good hrit. Bandhu is relative. Bandhu is blood relationship or indirect relationship. Bandhu. So Tvameva Mata Pita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakhat Tvameva. Sakhyam is one of the Navavida Bhaktis, one of the 9 types of devotion. All of us can have Sakhyam with the Lord. Friendship with the Lord. Friendship is well-wishing, well-wisher. As a well-wisher, we always think of welfare of the friend. We never talk ill of the friend. We never forebode evil for the friend and so on. So friend is to be treated like us. We will not invite trouble for ourselves. We will not be ready to jump into some danger. So also, I don't want my friend also to jump into any risk. No, that is the, so Toranare is another way of respectful calling Sugriva here, not as Maharajare. So he is not addressing him as a great king of monkeys. No. So Maharajare, but Toranare. Maharaja is a normal term used in our what do you call Sampradaya. So for Sugriva, because Vibhishana is yet to be Maharaja. Guha was not a Maharaja. Guha, of course, Guha, he was a king of tribals, but he was called not Guha Nishadaraja. We have the word, Swami Vedanta says Nishadaraja. Nishadaraja, king of tribals. Nishadaraja, Sauhrida Saushilya. Toranare, so, oh, good friend, oh, respectable friend. So, Vibhishanan Dushtan என்றும் Adushtan என்றும் பண்ணுகிற விசாரம் எதுக்காக பண்ணுகிறீர்? ஏதுக்காக பண்ணுகிறீர்? So, why do you consider Vibhishana as a bad person or a not, I mean, you say you certify him as a good person. Adushtan, he is a good person. Dushtan. So, Dushtan, Dushtaha in Sanskrit meaning one who will have enmity cunningly. Stealthily, he will do harm to the other party. That type of person is called dushta. His thoughts are bad. Evil thoughts he entertains. He entertains evil thoughts. Therefore, why do you discuss? He is asking. Why do you discuss? When I am your leader, you are only a follower. You made a surrender to me in order to get escapism. You wanted to escape Vali's onslaughts. But now you are trying to boss over me. You want to advise me. You want to instruct me. Oh, king of monkeys. Oh, Sugriva. Oh, Maharaja. Don't try to judge Vibhishana. Don't discuss the topic at all. Why do you entertain such a topic for discussion? Vicharam edukkaha pannugiri. Vicharam in Sanskrit is analysis as well as inquiring of welfare. What we say in Tamil. Kushalam visaripadu. So when we say, "Are you okay?" when you ask the question, that itself is wrong. So I hope you are okay will be the better. I hope you are all fine. In the last letter or the last line of the letter, my father used to say, "Trust this letter finds you all fine." In the pink of health, whatever is we say, in the epitome of health. So we don't inquire the welfare. Ubhaya Kushalopari, we write the word Ubhaya Kushalopari in the first word, as a first word in the letter. I expect you to be happy. I want myself to be happy. So hope we together are happy. We don't inquire the welfare. We don't say, what is your disease? So you don't say. So don't entertain this discussion, he says. Why do you worry about it? Another word, vicharaha, which we normally want to say in Tamil and Sanskrit. Why do you worry about Vibhishana when I am here? So you took me as a leader, now you are trying to advise me. So vicharam edukkaha pannugiri. And why do you openly discuss it in the presence of all your followers and also try to instruct me? So I am your leader now. Have faith in me. Having faith in me, you surrendered. Sugriva Sharanagati. Whereas now you are trying to assess the quality, character of personality of Vibhishana and then try to advise me. So Dushtan endrum, Adushtan endrum. So Nammalavil Rakshasan engira Vidhu ennendu. So how do we understand that he is a demon? When we see him as a demon, he is born as a demon. So Nammalavil, in our case, with regard to our relationship with Vibhishana, he cannot be called a Rakshasa. So Vibhishana is only a friend now. So Rakshasan endra Vidhu ennendu. I think this Vidhu has got different meaning. Rather, it means here understanding in Tamil, but I would rather subscribe to the meaning, namely, Vidhu means moon. Vidhu means in Sanskrit, Vidhu is moon. Moon means in the sense he is a good friend. Moon is always a good friend to all the worlds. And therefore, so the sun also, the sun, the sun god also is a friend to all the worlds. But Vidhu is a cool friend, a better friend of all the worlds. So Rakshasan engira Vidhu ennenbadu. So can we call Vibhishana as moon? That means he will be a cool friend. He will be a helpful friend. So Rakshasan engira Vidhu ennenbadu. Now Nammalavil. When he said Nammalavil, it's a royal V. Therefore, I can say now, in the first instance, it is only in particular case with Rama. Okay, Vibhishana is a friend of Rama only. Then how can he be a friend of monkeys, Sugriva and others? So you know that Ravana asked for boons from Lord Brahma and Shiva, and he did not want what you call ban on his killing by a man or a monkey. Narova va narova. Narova va naraha. Naro va naraha. So he was not worried about either human being or monkey. So he thought these two, namely the living being, the human being and the monkey, are not powerful to hit him. He didn't want any screen from any protection from human being. So that's why when he was asking the boon, Rama had to take, Lord Sriman Narayana had to take the incarnation as a human being. Fortunately, Ravana asked this boon, and then Lord Sriman Narayana could take an incarnation as a human being. And the taking incarnation as a human being has got a lot of purposes to give a lot of lessons to us. So, Nammalavil. So, in the case of Rama, he is a good person. Okay. Nammalaviladal, Ummalaviladal, Tambialaviladal, even or Badagam Shegiki Prasangam. Since you have surrendered to me in order to escape the wrath of your elder brother Wali, don't say Nammalavil, Ummalavil, Tambialavil. So, Nammalavil. So, in my case, okay, Vibhishana is good. So, Ummalaviladal. So don't discuss this way that Vibhishana is only friend to Rama and he is not friend to the monkeys. So Ummalaviladal. Then Tambi Alaviladal. Now take Angada or take Lakshmana. So don't take that is Angada being the son of your elder brother. So you are taking care of him. Generally in Tamil, whenever we meet a stranger, we call him with a relationship brother in order to make him do what we want. Tambi, we call him Tambi. Sometimes Anna, we call him elder brother. If he is elder in age, we say Anna. Otherwise, we say Tambi. So this is how today all people started calling so girls call others Akka, elder sister. They say Amma, mother. So that means everybody will favor. So they will not be harmful. So Tambi Alaviladal. So Tambi exactly Lakshmana. Do you think that I will allow Vibhishana to do harm to my younger brother, Lakshmana? Never. So Tambi Alaviladal. So that means you are not believing me in full. That's mean. Nammalaviladal, because Vibhishana is a friend of Rama, that means Sugriva may think that he is in risk. So Ummalaviladal, Tambi Alaviladal. Suppose that's what happened in the war also. In Ravana's war, Lakshmana was hit by Indrajit. Lakshmana individually was attacked by Indrajit. Rama was not attacked. And therefore, Lakshmana was the target of attack. And if at all Vibhishana attacks Lakshmana, what would happen? So I will protect him. So Tambi Alaviladal, even oru Badagam Sheikiki Prasangam. Can you do us any harm? Can Vibhishana do me any harm? Do you any harm? Ummalavil, or your followers, namely monkeys. I will not allow Vibhishana to do harm, give trouble to your army of monkeys, nor you as a leader. Tambi Alaviladal, I will not let Vibhishana give trouble to my younger brother, Lakshmana. Even though Badakam Shegiki Prasangame. Where is the context? Where is the situation that will occur in future that Vibhishana will give trouble? So, Nammuடைய பூந்தோட்டத்தில் now since Sugriva is happy with his kingdom, ruling over the Kishkinda Rajyam, so he says Nammuடைய பூந்தோட்டத்தில். So they are in a happy garden now, flower garden, பூந்தோட்டத்தில். So the aim is almost getting close because Rama is going to recover Sita from Sri Lanka and she is going to join him, and therefore the fruit of his visit to Sri Lanka is at hand, nearby, and therefore all this shows that Nammuடைய பூந்தோட்டத்தில், a peaceful party, namely Rama's party with the monkeys. And therefore, Poondottatil, it shows the happiness that Rama is getting now. Because he is nearing Sita and he is going to purposefully complete the incarnation as a human being. And therefore, he says, ஜாதி மாத்திர வானரங்களுக்கும் இவன் ஒரு குற்றம் செய்ய வல்லவன். So we are talking about a clan called monkeys, a race called monkeys. So jati matra. Maybe even among the monkeys there are different castes. Now this is jati is what we call tiryak jati. The animals which are horizontal in position. Maybe it has got 4 legs and therefore. So it's a quadruped. So chatushpad. So we pray in the scripture also, San Chatushpade, Dvipade, San Chatushpade. We pray for ourselves and we pray for the animals also, especially cows. So Jati Matra Vanarangalukkum Ivanoru Kutram Sheyya Vallanu. Is Vibhishana capable of doing harm to the monkeys? So Vibhishana may not understand the relationship of Rama as a human being with the monkeys. But he must know that all the monkeys belong to Rama. All the monkeys are followers of Rama. All the monkeys are only incarnations of gods. Now this is where Rama shows his omnipotency, all-round powerfulness, supreme capacity to quell the trouble of anybody. So he said, Angulyagrena tan hanishyami. Angulyagrena tan hanishyami. That's what he said in 18th canto of Yuddhakanda. And therefore, what did he say? So Nam Ninitha Bodhu, if I plan, if I think that Pishachangal, Asurargal, Yakshargal, Prithiviyil Rakshadargal. So there are 66 crores of demons against the gods. And there are demons on the earth also. There are different categories under Rakshasas, namely demons, namely Asuraha, even Yakshaha is a Rakshasa. I mean, people like us as human beings, we are also Rakshasas when we have demoniac qualities. And Danava, Daitya, there are so many names for different varieties of castes in demons. CASTES, castes in demons. Danavaha, Daityaha, Asuraha, Rakshasaha, Pishachaha, and so on. So Pishachangal, Pishacha, we call them ghosts, Ghosts, but they are also one part of the demons, one caste of demons. We are talking about life appearing as ghost. Those unfulfilled desires are called ghosts. So Pishachangal, but who have passed away. So Pishachangal, Asurargal, Yakshargal, Prithiviyil ulla Rakshadargal, ellorum thirandu vandalum, if all of them come together as an army, oru angulyagrathukku patrumo. Are they enough for food, rather, for the tip of my nail, of my finger? Anguli is finger. So as a human being, he has got 10 fingers, as we say. So one finger, take only one finger, single finger. Take the nail of the single finger, and then the tip of the nail of the single finger. So they are not enough or sufficient enough to fight against even the tip of the nail of the single finger of Lord Ram. Now, the another way of looking at it is, if all these come together and surrender towards the feet of Rama, then they all will be forgiven. they all will be excused. Now, when the whole army of ghosts, demons, yakshas, and demons on earth, if they come together, suppose we fall at their feet, if Rama falls at the feet. So, Anjaliyagira Astram Edadadakku. So, why don't we salute the Rakshasas and get relieved? Let them, so that they may not attack Rama's army. So, Anjaliyagira Astram Edadadakku. So, he does not want to use the missile called Anjali because Nammai Vella Verahundo. So if we are weak, we have to surrender to the enemies. Since Rama is not weak, not only he is not weak, but he is also more powerful than all the people. So in the entire world, so most powerful, Sarva Shaktitvatte Veliyittu. So Viragu Undo, is there a chance? Is there a chance for others to win over him? Nammai Vella. So Nammai Vella, it includes all the army of monkeys also. Nammai Vella, Viragu Undo. Is there a chance? என்று தம்முடைய சர்வசக்தித்வத்தை வெளியிட்டு, so having exposed or revealed his own supremacy of power, மகாராஜருடைய அச்சத்தை கழிக்கிறார். Now he removes the fear of Lord Sugriva of the monkey army. So Maharaja, the great king named Sugriva, he is now relieved of fear. Abhayam sarva bhutebhyaha dadami. The very word of the Charma Shloka is useful in the 18th canto in this situation, in the present context. So his fear has been already removed. Achattai Kazhikira. So we will see these little notes. Notes are very easy. Vicharaha Alochana. Rama did not want Sugriva to discuss. So do not exchange advice. Then Badhakam Idanjal. Can Vibhishana do harm? No. Sugrivan முதலானானை போலே சக்திமானாய் இல்லாமல் பிறப்பினால் மாத்திரம் குரங்காய் இருப்பவை இஸ் ஜாதி மாத்திர வானரங்கள். ஜாதி மாத்திர வானரங்கள். So taking for example even the leader, namely monkeys, Rama feels that he is helpless. He is powerless. Sugriva is powerless. Though Sugriva acted against Vali, his elder brother, he was a timid person. He was a coward. Sugriva was a coward. And therefore he was not powerful. But as a monkey, though born in the race of monkeys must be always are capable of giving trouble. Many monkeys can kill even a tiger or a lion. Many monkeys joined together can kill a lion, kill a tiger. So they are just monkeys, born as monkeys, but they are not powerful. They do a lot of adventures in the war between Ravana and Rama. That is different. They all gave trouble, but at the same time they were killed also. So Anguli Agra, Viral Nuni, and the last number 5 is Upaya. So we saw the Tamil Sanskrit words also in the text. Sudushtova api adushtova. Kimesha Rajani Charaha. Now in this line, you will find it in Sanskrit also in the footnotes, I think in page 91. So Sudushtova api adushtova. There is a certificate given by Rama. A very good wicked person. A very good wicked person. Sudushtaha. In wickedness, he is very good. He is an expert in wickedness. Sudushtaha. That means he is capable of winning over others cunningly. And api adushtova. Even though he is a good person, not a bad person. The next line, the word Rajanicharaha points out to any demon, especially to Ravana. Because Vibhishana is a good demon, and therefore it doesn't refer to Vibhishana here. Or Kim Eshaha Rajanicharaha, the word Eshaha meaning this demon, Rajanicharaha, Rajani night. Rajani means night. Charaha means one who wanders at night. Rajani Charaha, one who wanders at night. Nisha Charaha, we call him in different terms. Rajani Charaha, Nisha Charaha. They are all awake during night, and they sleep during day. So Kim Yeshan Rajani Charaha, whether this demon will give trouble, no. So he is not powerful. Kim Yesha Rajani Charaha, meaning to hell with this demon. That means you don't get any trouble from this. Whether he is a very good wicked person or a very good person. Sukshmam api ahitam kartum mama ashaktaha kathanchan. These are all encouraging words to Sugriva and other monkeys, namely, Vibhishana will not do even an iota of harm to them. Sukshmam api. Knowingly, that is without our knowledge or with our knowledge, he will not do anything unfavorable. And he is not an anti-monkey person. So, Sukshmam api, even a subtle trouble, an invisible trouble, a light trouble, a small trouble, api, though, I mean, even ahitam kartum, he will not do anything unfavorable. Mama ashaktaha, mama, to me, he is incapable of doing. So Rama cannot be troubled by Vibhishana. Kathanchana, whatever be the effort that he puts in, Kathanchana, whatever be his power, he will not be able to harm me, even a little. Ashaktaha, he is incapable of giving me harm. Then what about us? Sugriva will ask. And therefore, if I say mama, my, then that includes you also. Because you have surrendered to me, and therefore I will protect you at all costs. So, Sakadeva Prapannaya Tavasmi Tite Achate, you have already done surrender to me, and therefore Abhayam is already assured to you. So he says, if many demons come together, when thousands and crores of demons come together, then I will tackle them. I will win over them. Pishachan, Danavan, Yakshan, Prithivyan, Yecha, Rakshasaha, Angulya Grena, with the tip of the nail of my finger, Tan, them, Hanyam, I will kill them. When do I kill them? Why should I kill them? Ichan, only when I will, when I want. When I want only, I will kill them. Otherwise, I will give them pardon. If they surrender, I will give them pardon. I will excuse them. I will make them free. Escape from me. So Hari Ganeshwara, Hari, monkey, Gana, group, host of monkeys, Ishvara, O Lord, O Lord of monkeys. So I will only if I will, only if I have sankalpa, I will kill them, whoever be, and whatever be their number. Pandunamamakku Katina Prabhavatai. Now he recalls Sugriva's memory of his adventures, for which Sugriva tested Rama. You know the 3 adventures that I did. That is, 1, you asked me to send an arrow toward the 7 trees, Mara. So I was successful in sending the arrow through the trunks of all the 7 trees which were in zigzag position. And according to your instruction, I threw the heavyweight dead body of Dundubi, a demon, the skeleton of a Dundubi. And then thirdly, I had to kill your elder brother. The elder brother was more powerful than Ravana. Please remember, now we are going to only accost Ravana. We are going to face only Ravana in the war. But Ravana's master was killed already. Pandu Nam, earlier, Pandu, Pandaya we say in Tamil also, Pandaya, ancient. So Pandu previously Nam Umakku Katina Prabhavattai. I gave you I gave you some instances of my power. I stood as an example of some adventures before earlier when I met you. So Vanara Rajyathile, in the kingdom of the monkeys, Pukkavare, so having entered into the monkeys' army, Marandiro, you slept over for a few months, which I allowed as a concession for the monkeys to take rest during winter. So did you forget in your sleep? Did you forget in your sleep what I did? The 3 adventures. So Mahatmane என்று விபீஷணன் நினைப்பித்ததும் நெஞ்சிற் பட்டதில்லையோ. Oh Sugriva, you did not consider me so respectfully as Vibhishana. Vibhishana called me Mahatma. You never called me Mahatma. You surrendered at my feet because Hanuman advised. Because Hanuman, your minister, good minister, advised, you surrendered to me, not because you had great faith in me. These are all certain shades of meaning which I want to present. So Mahatmane, and maybe if I am wrong, I must be corrected. So Mahatmane and Vibhishana Nenepitadum. So when Vibhishana addressed me as Mahatmane, did you not take it in your heart? Take it to your heart. Nenjir pattadillayo. Did you ever use this epithet to me, Mahatma, great soul? Hanuman said to you that there are 2 people here, Rama and Lakshmana. They will be able to relieve you from suffering from the elder brother Vali, and therefore you surrendered to me. On the advice of the minister, now I understand that you had no faith in me. That's why you tested me. That's why you tested me. You asked me to throw the skeleton of Dundubi, and I did it. And you asked me to send an arrow towards the trees, I did it. So all these are tests that you didn't believe me. Show that you didn't believe me. Even now you don't believe me. So Vibhishana, if he is accepted, that means you are not believing me. That means Vibhishana is trying to give trouble to the monkeys. Since you have entered back into the monkey army, and because you got back the kingdom of Kishkinda from Vali, now you think that you are a great man, great king of monkeys, and therefore you forgot me. So எதிரிகள் வெறும் விரல் கவ்வும்படி காணும் நம்முடைய ஓர் அங்குள்யக்ர வியாபாரம். You have not seen me fighting with others. You saw me only sending an arrow towards your elder brother, standing away, standing at a distance. But you are going to see my action, vyapara. Vyapara we say in Tamil, business. This meaning action, generally action, good action. Vyapara is good action. So you can say good business also. And therefore, vyapara of agra agmuli. Look at the miracle that I do in the war between me and Ravana. So angulyagra. in the tip of the nail of my finger. So எதிரிகள் விரல் கவ்வும்படி காணும். So all those who fight with me, all those enemies will catch hold of my nail at the feet. எதிரிகள் விரல் கவ்வும்படி. Viral kavambadi is generally used as what you call a mark of cowardice, insult of toenail. Right? The toe will be licked by the demons, my enemies. So, எதிரிகள் விரல் கவ்வும்படி காணும். Kanum, meaning you are going to see, you are going to witness directly that how I am going to fight with them and how I win over them, how I defeat them, and how they will fall at my toe. That's the meaning. So they will just catch hold of the nail, the finger of my toe. So Nahangalire, we already saw these words. Still, if you want, I can read the Tamil translation. Nahangale, Perumalukku, Narasimha Dashil, Sri Panchayudangal. Now we saw this again. So 18th canto, 22nd verse and 23rd verse. Sudushtova Pyaduštova Kimesha Rajani Charaha Sukshmapi Ahitam Kartum Mama Shaktak Katanchana Pisachan Danavan Nekshan Prithivya Mecha Rakshasaha Angulyagrina Tanhanyam Ichan Hari Ganeshwara. Every time when he says these words, he always puts provided, a condition, provided I feel it is necessary, I will do it. That will be the last resort. Killing will be the last resort. Punishment will be the last method. Even மிகவும் துஷ்டனா இருந்தால் என்ன, இல்லாவிடில் என்ன, இவன் ராட்சதனா இருந்தால் தான் என்ன, எனக்கு எவ்விதத்திலும் மிகவும் அல்பமான கெடுதலையும் செய்ய இவனால் முடியாது. He cannot even create a small stir, a light trouble. Vanaradhipa, oh Lord of monkeys, நான் நினைத்தேனே ஆனால், Ichan. The word Ichan is நான் நினைத்தேனே ஆனால். If I think it is right, it is necessary, it is urgent, it is emergency. பிசாச்சங்கள் தானவர்கள் யக்ஷர்கள் உலகில் உள்ள ராட்சதர்கள் எல்லோரையும் விரல் நுனியாலேயே கொன்று விடுவேன். So வியாபார is செய்கை, as I told you, activity. So now there are two types of interpretations on the nails used by Lord Lakshmi Narasimha on Hiranyakashipu. Number one, the 5 weapons, Shankham, Chakram, Gada, the Chapaha, and the Khadgaha, these 5 weapons. So these 5 weapons thought high of themselves. They thought that they are the one who saved Lord Sriman Narayana. Because he possesses always these 5 weapons in hands. 4 hands and 4 weapons and one, the bow on the shoulder with arrows in the quiver box. And therefore, in the arrow box, and therefore, they thought that they saved the Lord. So in order to subdue the pride of these weapons, Lord Narasimha did not want the weapons to be used in order to kill Hiranyakashipu. And also Hiranyakashipu had the boon from Lord Brahman not to be killed by any weapon. So this is to subdue the pride of the weapon, number one. Number two, it is said that the chakram, the Sudarshana chakram, the disc, the wheel weapon on the right hand or left hand of the god, Sriman Narayana, became nails. That's what, incarnated as nails in Lakshmi Narasimha's hand. So it was Lakshmi Narasimha's what we call lion's hand. Lion's hand. So it was the nails that as an incarnation of Chakram, we say Chakram. So Chakram wanted to help Narasimha, and therefore it came as nails in the hands. So Perumalukku Narasimha Dasayil, as an incarnation of a man-lion form, Sri Panchayudangal. In Sanskrit, in Tamil, we always give respect to the names, namely with the Sri. So auspicious 5 weapons. They are auspicious 5 weapons. That means there are 2 again shades of meaning. They are all weapons for also helping goddess Mahalakshmi. And they are auspicious because they are only alankaras, ornaments to the Lord. Rather, in fact, I told you the reverse. Lord Sriman Narayana beautifies the ornaments, beautifies the weapons. They get famous. These 5 weapons become popular because they are attached to Lord Sriman Narayana. And though as achetanas, though they are insentient, though they have no mind to think as normally we say, they are also Nitya Suris. They are also permanent residents of heaven, Vaikuntham. And also another aspect is also there. The Chakram also has the knowledge as a fire weapon. The Panchajanyam also has the full knowledge because all the 5 weapons, I need not give every individual name. So all the 5 weapons are also full of jnanam. So wisdom, spiritual wisdom, complete wisdom. So they also analyze before they attack. So all the 6 qualities which we find in Sriman Narayana, Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Shakti, Tejas, are also possessed by the what we call so-called, superficially understood as achetanas, insentient, as possessing these 6 qualities. And of course, all the auspicious qualities of Rama, Sriman Narayana. All the numberless auspicious characteristics of Sriman Narayana are also possessed by these weapons. And therefore, in protecting the surrenderers, in saving the devotees, they also take into account all the background of the devotees, history of the devotees. And they also think twice before acting. And they wait for the orders of the Lord. They are always subservient, obedient to the Lord. And in fact, there was an imagination by a poet called, a dramatist called Basa in Sanskrit, in drama called Karnabharam. They are also brought as characters in the Patrani in drama. They become characters. The 5 weapons become characters. This is also what you call supernatural element in a drama. And Lord Shiva and Krishna invites them. Unable to contain his anger towards Duryodhana and unable to tolerate the atrocities of Duryodhana in the insult of Lord Krishna. It is imagination of Basa, a predecessor to Kalidasa, and as a model and guide to the greatest poet of Sanskrit, namely Kalidasa. He brings into the stage the characters, namely the weapons. So the first weapon that comes to the stage is Chakram. And then the Chakram talks to all the other weapons. So the disc, the wheel, Sudarshanam, talks to all the other weapons, saying, you are all now, you have come here, very good, thanks. So you have no role to play now here. So you can go, all of you can go back. This is how the drama ends. So you find that a lot of description, each weapon is given a verse by for description by the dramatist called Bhasa. Bhasa was a Vaishnava Bhakta, a Vishnu Bhakta. He explained the incarnations one by one in almost all his 13 dramas. And then in every drama he uses a different description of incarnations. In Pratima Natakam he talks about Rama, and whereas in Karnabharam he talks about Vamana. So he has got a lot of beautiful verses. Bhaza was an example to Kalidas. And Kalidasa says it, records it in his drama called Malavika Agrimitra. He says the first word Bhasa. So only Bhasa is my guide. Bhasa's dramas are very famous, and because I am a Shishya of Bhasa, you all have to witness my dramas also. That's what Kalidasa appeals. So you find here, next paragraph. Yeah.
பாசாவனுடைய விசேஷமே என்னன்னா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிசியினுடைய டிராமா 20th century தான் இட் கேம் அவுட்.
ஆமா, இதுல 1909ல வந்தது. They came out in 1909.
ஓகே. அது அது இல்லையே, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிசி 19th century தான் வெளியில வருதுங்கிறது அந்த திருவேண்டரத்தினுடைய கணபதி சாஸ்திரியுடைய விசேஷம். அது பெரிய ஆச்சரியமான.
Yes. T. Ganapati Shastri brought them out from the Trivandrum Oriental Library. Right, you are right. 1909. So they were revealed actually. Bhasa, it seems he has written 32 dramas. The record says. And you will find very interestingly that many police officers were with good knowledge of Sanskrit. And A.S. Padmanabh Iyer wrote a book on Bhasa. It gives a complete picture of Bhasa. A.S. Padmanabh Iyer was a DIG of police in Tamil Nadu. He was a Kerala man. So A.S. Padmanabh Iyer. He's called ASP Iyer. So many director generals of police were interested in Sanskrit, and they always wrote beautiful books. If you want to understand Bhasa, you have to read his book. Right, you are right. All the 13 dramas, even now one can even find out, rather excavate the dramas of Bhasa. Bhasa dramas are in 3 features, they are excellent. Because he uses the old concepts, old topics from Mahabharata and Ramayana. And he also uses the plot from what we call a big story called Brihat Katha. And he uses the plots from the old literature, Puranas. And he combines new ideas. His imaginations also. He adds his imaginations and makes a mixture of all, both. That is the beauty in Bhasa. So one may take even one janma for human span of life to understand Bhasa. And he wrote a book called Vishnu Dharma, the Sampradaya tradition of the devotion towards Lord Vishnu. It's lost to the posterity. It is extinct. And then you have Bhasa's 13 dramas are available. Sharanyatva upayuktamaha Bhagavat Shastrangalilum Abhiyuktar Vakyangaliலும் Sarvajñobihi Vishveshaha Sada Karunikopi san என்றும் தத்வஜ்ஞான சக்தி கருணாசு சதீஷு தத்ஞான சக்தி கருணாசு சதீஷு என்றும் சங்கிரஹீதமான சரண்ய குணத்ரயமும் இப்பிரகரணத்திலே விவக்ஷிதம். எங்கனே எண்ணில். We have to take the notes to understand what this quotation clearly means. So, Sharanyatva Upayuktamaha. So in order to understand that Lord is capable of protecting, Bhagavad Shastrangalilum. Bhagavad Shastra generally meaning scriptures. Next to scriptures, Smritis. Next to Smritis, Dharma Shastras. Next to Dharma Shastras, Puranas. Next to Puranas, Itihasas. Next to Itihasas, what we call ornate poetry, what we call court poetry, kavyas. Drama, poetry, prose, champu, prose poem, and so on. So all these are all Bhagavad Shastras when they are related to the Lord. So Abhiyuktar Vakyangal, we must also find out what is Abhiyuktar. So they are also the followers of scriptures. They said, Sarvajnopi Vishweshaha Sada Karinikopi San. Though he is all powerful and all he is supreme leader and he knows everything, he is also affable, he is also approachable, he is also accessible, he is also merciful, he is also compassionate. That's the meaning of this first two lines. Though he has full wisdom, complete wisdom, 100% wisdom, though he is the Lord of the entire universe, he is always merciful. Then Tajnana Shakti Karunasu Satishu, I think it's incomplete sentence, quotation, you will have to see it. So we find that there are three greatest qualities contained or rather made brief into these two lines. In this context, the desire for the author, namely Pudukkottai A. Srinivasa Raghavacharya Swami, the Sanskrit professor of Maharaja's College in Pudukkottai, has an inclination to say, as a desire to explain what are the three greatest qualities of the protector. Engane Ennil. So we'll go to the notes now in this page 92. So Abhiyuktaha meaning Periyorhalana Acharya. Sarvajnopi Vishweshaha Sada Karnikopi San. Lata is Lakshmi Tantra. Lakshmi Tantram, as all of us know, that it is a Pancharatra Agama text. Okay. So Lakshmi Tantram says, Sarvajnopi Vishwesha Sada Karnikopi San. Atimanushastavam that we are referring. Prajnana Shakti Karunasu Sati. Yes. So Papiya Sopi Sharanagati Shabda Bhajaha. Nopekshanam Mama Tavochitam Ishwaras. The Lord has no right to reject a person who has surrendered with the word surrender, though he is a sinner, because, O Lord, you are very compassionate, merciful, though you have full wisdom and power, and so no sin of myself will usurp or conquer over your wisdom, power, and mercy. So you are to give me protection. The condition given by Koratalvan to the Lord. While he describes the adventures and miracles done by the incarnations of the Lord, Atimanushastavam is always praying, the Koratalvan prays to Atimanushastavam, through Atimanushastavam. Lord should protect him at any cost.
Kavita Kalyana Gunadaline Dimate Kendida Vedanta Gurave Namaha Padin Vivajiro Bandhu Panjanana Paragrama Simane Gadanadaya Diyam Vijayata ஈரொன்றுதோ வெங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வாழேரன் ஓவளவும் வாழ்வு.
Rajagopal Swami is to be followed by me because he has a lot of knowledge about Sanskrit dramas also.
ஐயோ ஐயோ அப்படிலாம் சொல்ல சாமி. நான் சும்மா சும்மா ரெஃபரன்ஸ் இல்லை. எனக்கு நீங்க உங்களை மாதிரியே பாசன் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். ஏன்னு கேளுங்க, பாசனுடைய காளிதாசன் was afraid of Basan when he cried for it because I am a newcomer. Basan also one day he was a newcomer also. Now today he is famous like that. He was crying.
You know, unfortunately, many people do not like Basa because of his grammatical mistakes, supposed to be mistakes by according to the later grammarians, namely Ashtadhyayi came later. All the grammar books in Sanskrit, Siddhanta Kaumudi, all came later. Basa was above all this. And Basa's grammar should not be mistaken as
Wrong.
errors, and also it's called archaic usage. Arsha Prayogaha, which already Keshavdas Swami referred to. Arsha Prayoga. Actually, Basa was considered as third person from the list of three, namely Valmiki, Vyasa, and Basa.
And Basa.
Right. Trayaha Rishayaha, Trayo Vedaha, Trayo Devaha, Trayaha Agnayaha, and there are three. All the threes are there. 3 fires, 3 scriptures, 3 gods. And so.
அதனாலதான் பாசர் வந்து he will never follow in all respect of this Bharata. Bharata Natisasam, he is not following.
Right.
He deviates from it. Not always, but sometimes.
Right.
No, of course, that shows he is supreme in his age. And
right. He was a master of his times, as you said. Right. So that was beauty of and Basa's dramas are more popular in Kerala because the Trivandrum library contained all these dramas, and then we have witnessed some dramas by Keralites. But they are very interesting. And since he was a revolutionary, he was not accepted even in his times.
No, he was so famous in Mangalore station. They had a very good group like that. I was told, I don't know.
He changed the Ramayana incidents also to the better. He did not, of course, drastically do anything, but he made a very beautiful reforms to Ramayana.
In the same line, Bhagavati did it later. With right. Ramayana has a different time. So it gives a lead to it.
Right. He gave a tilt and twist to Ramayana and Mahabharata. As you said, I like Basa more than Kalidas.
We are grateful to Ganapati Shastri.
Right.
Without him, what for him, we would not have got it. That is his efforts on that old scripts and this Volachudi.
Okay.
That yielded the result of it.
I had the fortune of freedom to use his dramas in my autonomous pattern in the institution, where I prescribed dramas of Basa as a text. But of course, I avoided some negative elements. Duta Ghatotkacha. The drama called Duta Ghatotkacha I avoided. Duta Vakyam I used. Karnavaram I used, Pratima Natakam I used. I couldn't use Abhisheka Natakam. Even with Pratima 7 acts, I could include. And I couldn't include Yaugandharayanam, Pratigna Yaugandharayanam, and or Abhimarakam or Swapnavasodattam. But I included some aspects of these, some acts of these. So I made students learn Bhasa.
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம்